YouTube, welcome back. PPS here. It is YouTube Play of the Day time. 2 spots, college basketball for today. I am pumped. UFC is back. We have college basketball. We got NFL today. Full slate of action. Again, guys, if you haven't, I'll make sure to have the Passive Prop link up there in about 2 seconds or so. It'll be right up in the corner as a recommended video for you guys. Obviously, we had John Lugazy on, and he was fantastic. I hyped it up because it really was probably one of my favorite shows. John obviously gave a play in every single game, or at least a guy to look out for in every single game today. Obviously, me and Stu do our normal 2 plays that we go with. But obviously today I have my NFL plays over there. We're going to be doing college basketball spots, and I really like today's slate. Obviously, there's a ton of games. It's very hard to bet a lot of these games, guys. To bet the teams that you know, right? That's my biggest thing is, especially on a day like today where we probably have 100 college basketball games, find your teams, find the guys that you're comfortable with. It'll make the job a lot easier. 1.5 unit play on the docket today as well, so very excited for that. Yeah, let's go. First play, UNC. North Carolina facing Louisville. Louisville in shambles. This team is absolutely dreadful. They're really one of the worst teams in Power 5 I can remember seeing, guys. It's bad. I think they're 2-15 so far this season. Obviously not the season we expected to see from these guys. Let me pull up my screen here so you guys can see where I'm finding this. Both of my plays today will be FanDuel lines for you. 79.5 right there over on the FanDuel Sportsbook. But I don't think there's anybody here. They have Jalen Withers, who's playing 22 minutes a game as their top scoring forward. Who's going to guard Baycott down low? I think Baycott absolutely annihilates these guys. But North Carolina is scoring right now 80 points a game. But they also have 4 guys in double figures. Obviously, Baycott working the paint, averaging over 10.5 rebounds this year so far. You got Caleb Love, RJ Davis, Peter Nance. You got some dudes on this roster. And I really think that Louisville's 3-point defense is going to be an issue here. They're bottom one. I think there's 358 teams, right? They're 210th in 3-point percentage allowed. I think we see RJ. I think we see Caleb Love. All these dudes just start sniping from 3. If you miss, you obviously have one of the best offensive rebounders in college basketball in Armando Baycott down there to grab the boards. I just don't think there's matchups here that'll work in Louisville's favor at all. Obviously, I like the pace for North Carolina. Louisville's not running a great pace, but I think the ranking of 242 adjusted defense will allow us to get there anyway, even though the pace for them isn't very fast. North Carolina's playing at 105 fastest tempo, but they are also 18th adjusted offense in the country. I just think there's too much firepower on this UNC side. I think even with a 12-point spread, I thought that was even light. I don't even think that it should be that. Maybe because you're giving them on the road, maybe that would give you a little bit closer spread. But I just think UNC is better in every single facet of the game here. We got a 6-game losing streak for Louisville, giving up 80 last 2 games and 3 of their last 4. And obviously the games that they're not giving up 80, they're still losing. Only 76 to NC State, 75 to Lipscomb. Obviously that is not a good look. Now you're going in with probably one of the best all-around teams in college basketball in UNC. I love this spot for Carolina. I think the Tar Heels reach 80. And I think 108, minus 108 is a great line. I mean, I don't think you can team total, but I won't be surprised to see 85-90 in this game from the Tar Heels. So love them today, minus 108 on the docket there. 1.5 unit play is coming up here, guys. Again, if you guys could, please smash that like button for your boy. We really appreciate it over here. Yeah, let's get it started. I'm going to make sure I have the ability to, again, show you guys my screen here. Missouri, first half over 70.5. And if I were to ask you guys, this is a well-kept secret. Hopefully none of you guys are knowing all this, or else it wouldn't be a real secret for me. But Missouri first half, they're the number 1 scoring first half team in the country. Them and Arizona tied atop the college basketball rankings for first half scoring. They're monsters, guys. These guys are so good. Florida averaging 34.3 points in the first half. Missouri, 41.8 points allowed in the first half. And one thing, I did lose a first half bet on them prior, and that was because Kobe Brown got 2 fouls in 5 minutes, sat the whole first half, and then second half scores 18 and the over flies over. That is an experience that I obviously hate because it was one of my biggest plays of the day. But it's a spot that also showed me that this Missouri team has firepower everywhere. These guys are so good. I love Kobe Brown. I love what he brings here. I don't even know how to say his name. I'm just going to go Hodge. That's his last name. He can snipe. Watching them play was awesome. I love the way that they play, and especially because they can do it inside and out. Kobe Brown actually was posting up guys, right? He's guard / forward. They have on, I mean, even if you want to bet on him on DraftKings, they put him at guard forward there. Florida, middle of the pack, allowing 33% from three. But Missouri, like I said, has snipers. Brown and Hodge both over 40%. Kobe Brown at 43% from deep so far this year. I just think that they're extremely versatile. And if you want to go on the other side, right, who's going to guard Mr. Castleton there, right? I mean, they start Golston, who's technically their third guard there, but Noah Carter is their forward that they got. He's 6'6". How are they going to guard Colin Castleton? I truly don't know how they're going to do that. I obviously really like Castleton. I bet on Florida quite a bit. You guys know I bet them on their money line last time or last week on the show. But this is going to be a dogfight, and I think that even in this conference, I think the pace of Missouri, a top 30 pace team. Obviously, Castleton is an extremely tough mismatch here, averaging 15 and 7.5 per game. I think everywhere we go, right, guards definitely have to give the edge to Missouri. Down low, I just don't know how Missouri is going to be able to keep up with Colin Castleton down there. I really liked what I saw from his passing ability in their last game, in the one that we bet on. I think we see points. I think we see points fast. I think we see Missouri obviously do what they do. Like I said, number one scoring team in the first half so far this year. Florida, very good defensively, 21st adjusted defense, Ken Palm, but I do think that the pace is going to be the dictating factor. Florida, 21st in pace so far this year. And then we go to Missouri, obviously 33rd. So they're actually going to be paced up, which I thought was very, very important. So we have a little bit more room for good defense, right? Because we're going to be running a lot more possessions in this one. And obviously, I think Missouri starts out fast. Pray to the gods that we don't have Kobe Brown get 2 fouls. He did it back-to-back games last week. We're not getting it today. Knock on wood. Whatever you got to do, keep Kobe Brown out of foul trouble today. Just do it. So far in the season, 14 and 12, 1.44 units. 2 spots today, guys. Let's cash them both. UNC team total over 79.5 on FanDuel, -108. And Missouri first half over 70.5 against Florida today, -112 for 1.5 units. So have a good one, guys. Best of luck on all your bets today. Check out Pass the Prop, grab those bets, and let's crush this whole weekend.